Today I'm just going to talk about the Nashville bombing. Some new information has come out. Some weird information has come out on that. Doesn't really make sense. But it's new information. I'm talking about the voting machines that could have possibly been there. And I'm talking about two shootings that happened. One was at the bowling alley, which I covered, and another one was in Massachusetts at a music filming. But obviously, I'm going to start with the Nashville bombing. Now, some of the new information come out. A possible name for the suspect is 29-year-old Anthony Warren. Again, I'm not going to confirm that. I'm just saying that that is a possibility, that is his name. Now, probably the biggest thing for me that came out of this was what he did a month before this bombing, okay? Now, some woman in California got his house for free, okay? Now, this was a $160,000 house, and she somehow got it for free. Now, she says she's never heard of this person, she doesn't know who he is, anything like that, okay? So, they could be related, or who knows. But she got a $160,000 house that he just gave to her 1 month before the bombing. Which, to me, is strange. I mean, nobody just gives away a $160,000 house, okay? Number two, this man had 4 cars in his driveway. Again, a lot of people have 2, 3, 4 cars, okay? But this man has no known family around, alright? There's nobody that is, like, he has nothing. There's no traces of any kind of family anywhere. No, like, nobody, no mother, no father, no aunts, no uncles, no brothers, no sisters, no children, no half sister, anything, okay? I mean, there's no family at all to trace him to this. So, why would you have 4 cars in your driveway? 4 cars, including the RV. Like, if you have no family and you have no friends, there's no need to have 4 cars. And there's sure as hell no need to have a $160,000 house. Which, like I said, that's the strangest thing to me right now. You have nothing, but you have a $160,000 house and 4 cars. But, like I said, he gave the $160,000 house away for free to some woman in California that she doesn't even know who he is. Another thing I find strange is that they keep talking about the blast site being under curfew, you can't go there, okay? Now, we all know by now there's human remains found, okay? But nobody's talking about who it is, okay? They're kind of steering away from that. All they want to talk about is 3 people are injured, 3 people are injured, okay? We all know 3 people are injured, okay? We know that. We also know 1 person, or human remains found dead, okay? What we all want to know is, who is it, okay? Was it the person that did the bombing? Is it just some random person? Or was it a person who owned a business, okay? That's what everybody wants to know. We already know these 3 people are injured, okay? What we want to know is who the human remains are, okay? Like, there's so much that don't add up to this story, okay? Yesterday, FBI, ATF, Nashville police, all these people went to this house to search it, okay? No information came out. Like, where's the information, okay? All they said is, hey, we went to this house, okay? That's pretty much it. They're on site of the possible suspect's house who did the Nashville bombing. Okay, that's all you have to say. That's it. Like, that's the only information that they put out was that. That gives nothing to the people. Okay, all we know now is 3 people are injured. There are human remains found on the site. You searched a house that possibly could have been him, possibly couldn't have been him. Alright, and that's just from the news, okay? 2 days later, that's all we know from the news. But through my own research, okay, I found out his name. Again, that's not confirmed, but I found a name, okay? Found out that he gave a woman in California that she doesn't have a clue who the hell he is. He gave her house for $160,000 1 month before the bombing. He had 4 cars, but he has no family and no friends, but he has 4 cars in his driveway, okay? Now, I did that on my own research, okay? I mean, I got more than the media did in a day than they did in 2 days. Like, I just don't understand what the big secret is. Like, either there's something to tell us or there's not. Like, when they went to the house yesterday, they could have been like, hey, he wasn't there, he was here, we arrested him, we didn't arrest him, we found this, we didn't find anything. You didn't tell us nothing. All you did was say, hey, we went to his house. Okay, so, like, was the guy there? Do you think the guy's dead? Do you think the guy's on the run? Like, did you find more bomb making material? What's the case here? Okay. Again, it just seems odd that the media is not reporting any of this and nothing's coming out. And like I said, the Democratic mayor was laughing during this. Okay. I just don't understand how your whole downtown area got bombed and you're laughing. Like I said yesterday, I mean, several blocks of your downtown, okay, is bombed and it's gone. Okay, there's nothing there. Now, that being said, a lot of people are talking about the Dominion voting machines, okay? Now, there's no evidence of that. There's no, well, let's just put, there's no media coverage of it, and they're not going to put that out there, okay? Now, as far as me personally, okay, I don't live in Nashville. Now, there are people that live in Nashville that says there are voting machines there. A lot of people are talking about AT&T and the voting machines, okay? Now, I don't live in Nashville. I don't know nothing about downtown Nashville, okay? So, could there have been voting machines damaged? Yeah, there could have been easily voting machines damaged, but the media, I can go ahead and tell you right now, is not going to put that out there. That's not going to fit their agenda, okay? Now, is this a suicide bombing? A lot of people are asking that. I just don't think a man is going to go through all that trouble just to kill himself. I mean, that just doesn't add up to me. Like, why would you kill yourself? Now, a lot of people are saying, did he fake his death to do a bigger bombing? That I believe more. I just don't think the man went down there, evacuated all these people, and blew himself up. That makes no sense whatsoever. Like, you just don't go into Nashville with a bomb, a PA system, wait 15 minutes, and then blow yourself up. That's stupid, okay? Nobody would do that. Now, would you go to Nashville, blow up an RV, and evacuate people, and then maybe fake your death? That I could believe. And then maybe he would be set up for a bigger event like on New Year's, like some of y'all were saying. That is very possible. Is it possible he got blown up? Yeah, it is possible, okay? There's just so much going on with this story. Like, it don't add up, okay? Like, even the media is different, okay? Usually the media on stuff like this is tight, okay? Everybody's different. Like Fox News saying they have over 500 leads, but no suspect in custody, okay? You go to CBS, they're saying, oh, there's a person of interest, but they're not putting a name out there. Like, what is the big secret that everybody's trying to hide? That's what I'm trying to figure out, okay? And everybody has their own opinion. Some people are saying it's the Dominion voting machines. Some people are just saying it's a random attack. Some people are saying it's a terrorist attack. I'm going to tell you right now, if it was a terrorist attack, there's no way they would have a PA system out there. And if they did, it would be like 10 seconds so nobody could get out in time. They wouldn't count down to 15 minutes, okay? Terrorist attacks want to destroy as much property as they can and kill as many people as they can, okay? They want to sit there and try to evacuate people. Now, a random attack, I don't really think that's the case either. Like that's not random. Okay, you just don't say one day, hey, I'm gonna make a bomb, sell my house, or give my house away for free, put a bomb or be count down for 15 minutes, and then just blow up downtown Nashville. That makes no sense whatsoever. Me personally, I still feel like the attack of this was set for law enforcement and first responders. I think that was the main priority. That's the only reason I can figure you counting down 15 minutes on a PA system and then a bomb explodes. That's the only thing I can think of. Like, there's no other explanation to me. That's the only thing I can think of. That's really all I got for that, though. If any more information comes out, I'll definitely bring that to y'all. I just think it's strange that, they went to the house, but they're not telling us anything about suspect or what they found in the house or anything like that. I just think it's strange. Communication towers are still down with AT&T. They do have little areas set up when you use mobile service. I just don't know about this whole Nashville bombing. It just doesn't add up to me. Now, with that being said, the two shootings that happened, the one at the Illinois bowling alley. Now, I covered that yesterday, but I'm going to go a little more into detail. 3 people were dead and 3 people were wounded. A 37-year-old man who was a person of interest was taken in custody soon after police arrived. I mean, that's possible. I don't know anything about information on the suspect or anything because media's not putting it out there. Like I said, I got more information in one day than the media is giving us in 2 days. Like, they don't even know. Like, some people saying he's an old, some people saying he's young, some people saying he's like in his upper 20s, some people were saying he's in his low 60s. So the biggest thing to me is, one, is he alive? That's the biggest thing to me. Number two, when y'all search the house, why is there no information coming to us? Like, why is it that, hey, you searched the house, that's great, okay, but was he there? Was his bomb-making materials there? Do you think he's dead? Do you think the remains are his? Do you think he's on the run? I mean, who knows? And this could just be a setup to a bigger bombing. I mean, who knows? Um, nobody really knows, other than this person, why he did it and what they were doing. Like I said, this bombing it just doesn't add up. There's so much that doesn't make sense. And that's what people living in Nashville who were there, like, they don't even know what happened. But about the shooting and yeah, I mean, I just think it's strange that all these people who do YouTube, people who don't even do news or talk about politics like I do, can find information more than what the media is telling them. That doesn't add up to me at all. About this shooting in Illinois, again, it was at a bowling alley. 6 people were shot altogether. 3 were dead, 3 were wounded. A 37-year-old man who authorities described as person interest was taken into custody around 7 p.m. Now they described this as a random attack. No motive was immediately known. Yeah, I mean, as far as the media goes, I don't watch the news like that. Okay, I don't even watch the local news because all I do is really now talking about COVID-19. Okay, there's certain people I'll watch on Fox News. That's about it. Other than that, I just do my own research because that way I can decipher what's right and what's wrong. Okay, I mean, the media is gonna choose what side they're on, and they're gonna choose that to fit their narrative. Okay, Whether they're on the right or the left, it don't matter. They're gonna choose their own narrative, and they're gonna do everything they can to fit that narrative. Okay. Me personally, I support Trump, but if Trump does something wrong, then obviously put it out there. I don't care what side you're on. Okay. Which will obviously be Fox News. But if Joe Biden does something wrong, Fox News will be all over it, but CNN won't cover it. Okay. And whether you support Trump or not and agree with me or not, that's the facts. Okay. We all know, for the most part, Fox News supports Trump and what he does for the most part. They are turning, but for the most part, they support Trump and what he does. On the other hand, CNN supports Joe Biden and what he does. Okay. So we all know that they're going to try to fit their narrative. Okay. Same thing with MSNBC and all of them. Now, again, this shooting. Yeah, I mean, you gotta make your own conclusion. I mean, I figured that out a long time ago. When I was in school, actually, I believe, I want to say it was middle school. It might have been early high school, but I believe it was late middle school. Okay. We would come in at the either beginning or end of class, and we would have news set up, but it'd always be CNN. And at the time of it, I never really thought about it. I was like, okay, whatever, I was interested in the news even at that age, okay? I mean, I want to know what was going on. But now that I think about it, why didn't they just switch it up? And I'm not sitting there saying, like, we watched, like, actual news segments. I mean, it was like a kid's version of it, and they told us what was going on, but not, like, all the big words so we could understand it. It was like a kid's version. They had, like, a little quiz at the end. Which is fine, but why didn't we just switch it up every now and then? I'm not just saying Fox News. Like, why was it just CNN? Why was it? They could switch it up to make it different. But it was the same thing every single day, same news source. Why? Like, I was interested in that. Like, even in history class, we didn't talk about like stuff that I thought we were talking about, like the Great Revolution, stuff like that. We never talked about stuff like that, really. Um, I don't know, like, back then, at that age, you don't really think about that thing because you're in school and you just want to get out. But as you get older, you tend to think about things like that, and, it makes a difference. But the shooting in Rockford, one person was taken into custody. Now, there's been 35 murders there in 2020, and Rockford, that's the deadliest and most violent that this city's had. Excuse me. Yeah, there's about 150,000 people there, and they reported 35 murders in 2020, which is, I mean, that's a lot for a small community. These smaller communities are the ones that are really suffering right now with the whole defund the police movement and all that. Y'all know how I stand on the police. Obviously, with anything, there's good and bad ones out there. I mean, same thing with, firefighters, EMS, doctors, police officers, anything. I mean, Congress, fast food workers, anything, there's good and bad. Now, the other mass shooting that happened, like I said earlier, was in Massachusetts. This left at least one person dead as of right now, and 5 others wounded. It happened during the filming of a music video. One victim was 30 years old, while the others were in their mid-20s. Those wounded were all hospitalized, with 2 in critical condition. The shooting happened around 5:35 p.m. in Lynn, a city of about 95,000 residents, about 13 miles north of Boston. No arrests have been made in this shooting. Now, that's mainly the 2 stories I had, but I just saw this, so I'm going to go through this real quick. Now, this says Detroit suing Black Lives Matter activists for civil conspiracy. So let's just go through this real quick. The city of Detroit is trying a new tack during a year in which it, like many other cities, saw violent protests and destruction in the streets. Detroit has filed a lawsuit against Black Lives Matter activists alleging a civil conspiracy and claiming the protests in the city have repeatedly turned violent, endangering lives of the public and police officers. The city claims the activists participated in a conspiracy, defamed the mayor and police, and contends that the city should be awarded damages. The city sues 4 protests that occurred in the city this year, alleges that injuries to police officers included cracked vertebrae, lacerations, and concussions. The repeated violence should legit Black Lives Matter protest group Detroit Will Breeze claims that the demonstration should be protected under the First Amendment, the city asserts the report said. Now, before I read any further on that, okay? No amendment gives you the right to burn down a city. Now, people have told me over and over and over that not all of them are like that, okay? And to a certain point, I agree, okay? I agree that not everybody is out there, with a torch in the hand, or out there with a gun, or out there with a knife, or weapons, okay? I agree with that. But if you're out there and you're not trying to stop it, or you're out there just standing there watching it, then you're part of the problem, okay? I mean, if you are part of that group and that group turns violent, okay, and you don't go home or you don't try to stop it, then you're part of the problem. I mean, that's like, let's just say a fight breaks out, okay? You're an on-duty cop, a fight breaks out. Your job is to stop it, okay? If you just walk away or you make the fight worse, then you're part of the problem, okay? I mean, there's no difference there, okay? Looting is not protected. Rioting is not protected. None of that's protected. Now, the lawsuit was filed earlier this year as a counterclaim after activists sued the city in late August, alleging that police officers reportedly responded with violence when demonstrators protested. Alright, I can tell you right now, a lot of times these officers responded with violence because y'all attacked them with violence. Alright, I've never seen a officer just go up to someone, you know what, I don't like you, and just, repeatedly go off on them. That makes no sense whatsoever. So that's just thrown out the window. The move has infuriated critics, including U.S. Representative Rashid Tlaib. Democrat ministry blasts his counterclaim as unthinkable assault on our constitutional rights in November. Now, again, I would just like to ask her, what is constitutional about this? There's nothing constitutional about burning down your city. Now, City Police Chief James Cook responded at the same time that his officers had never used force against any protesters who remained peaceful. Exactly. The ones who remained peaceful didn't get attacked. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, if you're in the crowd and the crowd is being aggressive and they fire tear gas, you might get tear gassed, okay? That's why you don't bring your kids to it. I've seen time and time again people go, oh, my kid got hurt, my kid got injured. All these racist cops injured my kid. My kid got injured by the racist cops. Racist cops used pepper spray on my kid. Number one, if you had any common sense, you know that these so-called peaceful demonstrations turn into riots. Okay, you know that, number one. Number two, why would you bring your kid to something like that with that many people in a crowd? Why would you bring your kid to that to start with, okay? Number three, with the whole coronavirus thing going on and all these people, oh my god, coronavirus. Why would you bring a kid out there with no mask? Just saying, if everybody's saying coronavirus is as bad as it is, why would you bring a kid out there with no mask anyways? And why are you out there? Now, the protesters have so far responded to the city's lawsuit by seeking support from national legal groups and by appealing to members of the city council to cut off funding for the city's legal action. The city has received outside backing as well. The report notes quoting from the National Police Association. Now, we all know that these people should not win their lawsuits. Whether they actually do or not, we'll see. It is 2020, a lot has happened. So if these people do win the lawsuit, that wouldn't be surprising. It would be sad if they win their lawsuit, but I just don't see it happening. Okay, I mean, even with everything that's going on, I just don't see how they're gonna sue the city and win after the city was destroyed. And I mean, it's no different. There's still riots going on in Portland, Oregon, but nobody talks about that. I just don't understand why nobody's talking about it. Like, we're on 200 nights probably now, and nobody's talking about the riots in Portland, Oregon. Not one person is talking about it, okay? Why? Like, when it was in New York, when it was in South Carolina, North Carolina, all over the place, everybody was talking about Portland, Oregon. Now it's just kind of like, Portland, Oregon fade away, there's no riots. No, there's riots there every night, and people are still getting arrested every day, and police officers are still getting attacked every day, and they're still trying to burn down buildings every day. Nothing's changed. It's just nobody's reporting it because they want to talk about Trump's not doing this or Trump's doing this and coronavirus. That's like their top things to talk about right now. As far as the coronavirus goes and the stimulus check, I think it's great that Trump pushed for $2,000. Whether we get $2,000 or not, I don't know. But this bill was like 5,000 something pages. Correct me if I'm wrong. It was like 5,495 pages, something like that. It's some kind of ridiculous number. Okay. Anyways, why are we funding other countries? Okay, let's just look at Pakistan for example. I believe it was like what, $10 million, $15 million for gender training program. All right, and nothing against the LGBT community. Okay, if you're gay, if you're lesbian, bi, trans, transsexual, whatever the case may be, that's on you. That's your choice. Okay, that's on you. But one problem I do have is if you're in the United States, that's one thing. Okay, we shouldn't have to pay you to figure out what you want to be or whatever the case may be. Much less Pakistan. Okay. I don't even think we have anything to do with Pakistan. Like, do we even have anything to do with Pakistan other than giving them money? Like, do they help us in wars or like? As I don't think so. Okay. So why are we giving them $10 million, $15 million, whatever, to give them just so they can figure out what they are, if they're male or female? That makes no sense. That could be coming back to the American people. Okay, and there are other states that had like 100 million, 50 million, 25 million, another 100 million. Like, where's all that money going? Like, what are we gonna do? Send money to Iran, China, whatever, so they can bomb us? Like, seriously, like, we're just sending them money pretty much so they can bomb us. Okay, we're gonna send 10 million to Pakistan so they can figure out what gender they are, and we're gonna send 10 million or 100 million to China, 100 million to Iran so they can bomb us. Like, we're already not in good standings with them. You really think money is going to make them feel better? No. They're going to take that money and be like, hey, they're trying to make peace, so let's bomb them and we'll be on top. Like, I don't know who does these bills. Like, there's no way I would let that pass. Like, I don't care if I'm not one person. Like, I might get outvoted. But I'm going to keep going up as a person who represents the United States. I'm going to keep going up and up and up until they finally block it. And thankfully, Trump read the agreement. He read the bill, okay? Whether you like Trump or not, it don't matter. Okay, you got to agree. If he wouldn't have read that bill, we'd be getting $600 right now, okay? And some money is better than no money. Hey, man, what's going on? And some money is better than no money. Don't get me wrong, but $2,000 is a lot better than $600. Now, like I said, whether we get that or not, I don't know. Um, I saw your post about Trump. Hopefully that stays the case, in February. We'll see. But like I said, whoever does these bills, I don't know. Whether you're Democrat or Republican, it don't matter because the Democrats are siding with Trump now, saying that yeah, we can do it today. We can do it today. In fact, tomorrow, unless I'm wrong, they're supposed to be making an announcement tomorrow on it. So we'll see if we get our $2,000 or not. I mean, 5,000 would be nice too. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, that would be great for me. I mean, don't get me wrong. 1,200 is better than 600, but 2,000 is a lot better than 600. But I mean, really, us as Americans should be getting at least $3,000, $4,000. Like I said, cut out the money to Pakistan, so because they don't know what gender they are. Cut out the money to Iran and China, because they're gonna bomb us anyways, more than likely. So why would we give them money to help us? And then if America can get 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, if not more. Okay. Um, and don't give money to illegal immigrants. Yeah, I mean, they owe us a lot more than money. That's for sure. Yeah, there never should have been a shutdown. I mean, this whole thing is overrated. Um, Obviously the virus is real, but it's overrated. I mean, there's no way we sit here and have. I mean, there's no way. Like, people I work with don't wear masks. Okay, there's like two of them that maybe wear masks full times. Okay, the rest of us, our masks are down here, and when we close, it's completely off. Okay, I'm in the back most of the time, anyways, and so are they. So we never have our mask on, anyways, and like we're just fine. Okay, and yeah, we're young, but there are some middle aged people in there, like upper 30s, low 40s, and I just don't understand. Like, there's been people that gotten paid time off because they said they were around someone who had coronavirus. Whether it's true or not, I don't know. Like, I could go get tested right now and I probably have it. They probably say, yeah, you got it. And I could sit at home for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, how long it takes to fast and get paid. Alright? But if it's as deadly as they say it is, why is Dr. Burks breaking her own restrictions? Yeah, I've seen some of the stuff you posted on your channel. Like, I just don't, I just can't agree with anything the government says right now. Like, if it's as deadly, Dr. Burks would have canceled her restrictions. She would not have went on that trip. Andrew Cuomo would not have went on his dinner and worn no mask with all his friends and all that. The other lady who put COVID restrictions in place wouldn't have done it. Um, Andrew Cuomo wouldn't be writing a book making a profit off of it. Yeah, like, even in my state, the media, they'll have two different numbers until then they'll fix it, they'll edit it, and then they'll have the same numbers. Like, if you're gonna make it, at least put out the same numbers. Like, you could at least try to put out the same numbers. But even that, like, there's no way. Like, my state's small, okay? It's not that big. There's probably 5 million people who live here total, okay? Now, yeah, that's a lot of people, but I mean, we're getting 3,000 cases a day. For 5 million people, that's really not that. I mean, that's not that much, okay? And now, like I said, they have this whole probable case, probable death thing, and we have like 2,000 something probable deaths and like 900 something probable cases. Okay, if you take that away, we'd have like no deaths and our case rate would be down another 1,000 cases, okay? And Happy New Year's to you too. I think you said you want to be a moderator, so I'll do that when I get off here. That's the only way I know how to do it. But like I said, they were like California, for example, okay? They're supposed to have like the most deaths and all this. They say their beds are filled. But like you don't never hear nothing about California, about what they're doing to fight it. All they're talking about now is a new strain of COVID-19. What, like, how is there a new strain? Nothing just emerges out of nowhere. In fact, Citizen Man, he put this on his channel too. He put it on his community tab. Like, nothing just emerges out of nowhere. Something had to make it. Something had to be created. Like, it just didn't appear out of nowhere. Okay. People get colds because they were out in the cold. They went outside with wet hair, whatever the case may be. Okay, you just didn't get sick just to get sick. I mean, there's a reason for everything. Okay, nothing just emerges. Okay. Like the ocean, it just emerged one day. Like, hey, here's the ocean. Okay. All right. So I guarantee you, this new virus didn't just emerge. Now they're saying this one is supposed to be more easily transmitted or whatever. Now, this is the thing I don't get. Okay. 2 days ago, or 3 days ago, excuse me. First cases were reported in Nigeria. Okay. So that's a long way away. But yesterday they were talking about cases were reported in California. So you're telling me in 2 days it went from Nigeria to California. So what that means to tell me is that someone either went from Nigeria to California or somebody went from California to Nigeria and they came back to California. Okay, or not even that. Somebody came from Nigeria to California, gave it to somebody, now it's all over the place. Or someone went from California to Nigeria, came back, and gave it to somebody. That's the only cases. Yeah, that's another thing I don't get. How do you test positive but you don't have no symptoms? Like that's stupid. Okay. And as far as the vaccine goes, I'm damn sure it's not taking that. All right. Just like the nurse in El Paso that was faking getting the vaccine. That's the video I was actually trying to post. Now that I bring that up, that's the video that got me banned for a week. Okay, because yeah, the tests aren't accurate. I mean, there was a lady who took it like 3 or 4 times. Okay, she tested positive twice in her right nostril, but her left nostril tested negative twice. So, like, what, you only got it on one side of you? That, like, it don't make no sense at all. Like, none of this makes sense. But the nurse in El Paso, Texas, this video got me banned for 1 week. Okay, they fake giving the vaccine. There's a whole video of it. But I got banned for a week for putting it up there. Like, it's clear. See, the needle wasn't in the arm. It never even punctured. It didn't draw no blood or anything. They never got no thing they hold the blood there. The cap was already pushed down. It didn't even break the arm. There was no blood or anything. I just want to know why I got banned. I don't know if it's for that or whatever case may be. They still haven't told me why I got banned for a week. All I know is I just wasn't here for a week, and they still haven't told me why. But yeah, the test, I'm not taking. The vaccine, I sure still ain't taking, because first 2 times I got the flu vaccine, I got the flu each year. Never had the flu. I was like, okay, whatever, I'm going to get the flu vaccine. Got the flu. I was like, okay, coincidence. Second year, got the flu vaccine, I got the flu again. I was like, that proves right there the vaccine don't work. Just like all these people that are having allergic reactions to the vaccine. And they're talking about if you have allergic reaction, don't take it. Well, how the hell are you supposed to know if you have an allergic reaction to it? You won't tell us what's in the medicine. Like you're sitting there telling us, hey, if you have an allergic reaction, don't take it. Or if you've been allergic to a vaccine before, don't take it. How the hell are we supposed to know if we're allergic to it if you won't tell us what's in the medicine? Like, what is the big secret? Like, they should easily be like, hey, this is in the vaccine, but they won't tell us. And Trump is not a young person, okay? Trump is an older person, and he really had no symptoms from it, okay? He had a little bit of breathing problems and stuff like that, but yeah, YouTube does that a lot. It goes from, like, it just said 4, and as soon as I started talking, it said 3. It'll go up to 6 here in a minute, probably, then go back down to 1, then 2, 3. Honestly, I think YouTube just puts numbers in there, honestly. But I don't know what happened. I gained 8 subscribers yesterday. So we'll see. I don't know if YouTube's giving me my subscribers back or if they're just new people. I know 2 of them are new because I've never seen them before, but I don't know. YouTube's not even sending out notifications for my lives. I don't know. YouTube's weird. My channel is one of the channels that's being watched. Like I said in my last video, if you watch some of these YouTubers that have Trump in their title, you'll have like the little blue box under that says talking about elections, U.S. elections and results, whatever. You always have that little blue box. Anytime you put Trump in your title, and if you put that means your channel is being watched. Like even big YouTubers have it. Like these people that were gaining like thousands of subscribers, I'm talking like 5,000-6,000 subscribers a day, have been at the same number now for a month or over a month now. Okay, or they're gaining like 1,000 every 2 weeks, or they're losing subscribers. Like there's one guy, he's lost like 600 subscribers in just over a month. I mean, that's ridiculous. There's no way he's just losing subscribers steadily every day. That doesn't happen, okay? Unless, of course, you're just bombing your channel like I'm the Amazing Lucas. Him, I can understand losing subscribers because, he just bombs his channel out and he sucks. But, I mean, if we get $10,000, that would be nice. I'll be happy with $2,000, honestly. $600 really just ain't gonna do much. I mean, people that's just a car payment for some people. That's not even people's rent. Like especially think about these people that own businesses. Like you tell them they can't open their business, and you want to send them $600. Hey, you can't open your business, and you still gotta pay for it. But here's $600 to, I don't know, go pay your car mortgage. Maybe, I don't know. Like honestly, $600 is not that much money. $1,200 is better, but I mean, I went through my $1,200. Like, yeah, I mean, these small businesses are getting killed right now. Matter of fact, there was a woman in, I believe New York. Anyways, she did everything possible she could. She had a whole outdoor dining area set up. She had a seat social distance. She had a tent set up. She even had like things in between the tables. She did everything she could. Anyway, she was sitting outside. They came up and said, "Hey, you can't do this." All right. So 2 days later, company pulls up. They're gonna have a whole concert out there, But you're telling me she can't have her business set up, but they can have a whole concert? That makes no sense whatsoever. How can you have a whole concert, but she can't run her business? Yeah, and that's the whole thing. Like, another thing I don't get, okay? Walmart. Let's just do Walmart. That's one of the big retail stores, okay? I can go to Walmart and have all these people walk up on me. I can, but I can't go to church, okay? Like, I just don't understand. Okay, even where I work, when I go on the sales floor, every day I can see it now. There's less and less and less and less and less people wearing masks now. Now, me personally, when it first started, yeah, I was like, okay, a mask might not be a bad idea. Now, it only took me like, not even a month to realize that the mask is pointless. Okay, um, I've never worn the mask really. Okay, other than places where I've been forced to, and I'm not in there very long, so I just take it right back off. And exactly, I mean, I don't understand. Like, the biggest thing that gets me is in my state, restaurants can open. You can go inside and eat. Obviously, you have to have the mask get inside. Um, and while we're on that, I don't get that either. Okay, like you want me to wear a mask while I'm waiting to get seated or while I'm ordering my food. Fast food, if you're ordering food, you gotta wear a mask. If you're going inside to sit down and eat, you gotta wear a mask till you get to your table. That makes no sense whatsoever. So, you want me to wear a mask while I'm waiting to get seated, okay? Let's think about this. Alright, I walk to my table, I sit down, I take the mask off. Alright, the waiter comes over to my table, I'm not wearing a mask. I give her my whole order, alright? And then they bring me my food and I have no mask on. But you want me to wear a mask while I walk to my table. Okay, that's like that makes no sense whatsoever. Um yeah, as American citizens, we kind of get screwed on a lot of things. I mean, it's no different than the ones who kill people and they're supposed to be in the ICE detainer and they just get set free and go kill somebody else. I'm like, oh well, he's supposed to be making a better life for himself. If you're making a better life for himself, he'd be here legally to start with, not living off the government. Making a good pay rate so he won't have to live off the government, and then he won't have to worry about his kids being taken away from his family or his wife being taken away or him being taken away because they'd be here legally and they wouldn't have to worry about ICE. I mean, that's just my philosophy on that. But, I mean, they get treated better than our veterans do. Like, these people went overseas, served with their life, okay? And they get screwed over. But you come here illegally, and hey, you get treated better than they do that because that makes a lot of sense. Um, I don't know. Our country is so screwed right now. Yeah, be honest with you, I don't even think the people voting actually voted for Biden. Um, I think they just rigged it for him. I don't think nobody voted for him. I mean, there's been live streams to prove it where Trump can get 400, 500, 600,000 people on a live stream, have millions of subscribers, okay? Joe Biden has thousands of subscribers and can only get 1,000 people at a live stream. Like, I got 1261 subscribers. I'm pretty sure I got more subscribers than Joe Biden, and his name's all over the place. Like, that don't make no sense whatsoever. Like, there are YouTubers they can get 5 times as many people on a live stream as Joe Biden. Um, I mean, we all know the election was rigged. Even Democrats are saying that. Even people who don't like Trump, I'm like, yeah, the election was rigged. That's pretty bad when your own party is turning on you saying, hey, yeah, the election was rigged. Like, when your own party turns on you, that's bad. Like, it just don't make no sense. But yeah, if we get 10,000, that'd be great because it's killed a lot of small businesses. Me personally, it hasn't really hurt me. I've been just fine making 40 hours, so it hasn't hurt me. But definitely, if you have a small business or your own business, or then that's definitely gonna hurt you. Fast food places, they're getting hurt. Restaurants are getting hurt. But warehouses, grocery stores, y'all are doing fine. Truck drivers are doing fine. It's a supply and demand thing. So them people there, they're doing great. I just don't know about this whole thing. I think it's a setup, but the virus is real to a certain extent. It's just not as bad as they say it is. I mean, the media lies to us repeatedly over and over and over, and they expect us to be like, yeah, we believe you. No, that's not how it works. And like I said, Trump is not a young guy. I mean, he's an older guy, and he came out fine. There's been people that have been like 100, 102, 103. There's a 106-year-old that got it and beat it and had no symptoms. I mean, as far as Trump, I mean, there's really nothing he can do. I mean, a lot of people were talking about he was gonna declare martial law. Me personally, I don't think he's gonna declare martial law. I really don't. Um, it's still possible that he could, yeah, but I don't think he will, just because like I just don't see that happening. And a lot of people thought he was gonna do it on Christmas. I just didn't see that happening. I just don't. I can't see Trump declaring martial law. Even if he did it in the states that he's claiming voter fraud in, I just still can't see him declaring martial law in certain states. Um, Me personally, I just think Trump's probably gonna give it up. I mean, there's nothing he can do really. There's supposed to be a rally January 6th, I believe. Trump's telling people to come out, but I mean, physically, there's nothing he can do about it. Sad to say, but I mean, there's really nothing he can do about it. I mean, don't get me wrong. If you want to go out there, show your support, maybe meet Trump, that's fine. Um, Me personally, you already know Antifa is going to be out there, Black Lives Matter is going to be out there, and it's just going to be a big mess. So I don't really see the point in it. But hey, if you have a chance to meet Trump, then go for it. But I mean, in all honesty, there's really nothing he can do about it. Um, Joe Biden's gonna become president, and after that, Kamala Harris will be president. And Joe Biden's already backtracked so much. He's gonna make a national mandate for a 100-day mask. Okay, that's fine, but how are you gonna enforce a 100-day mask when you don't support the cops? You really think the cops are gonna be like, oh yeah, you don't support us, so we'll support you? No, you hate the cops, so they're not gonna support anything you do. As far as illegal immigration, oh well, we're not gonna cancel it day one, and we're not gonna cancel the wall day one. Um, Black Lives Matter movement want to meet with Joe Biden. Oh, we're gonna do everything we can for Black Lives Matter. Make sure they're great. Da da da. Okay, they want to have a meeting with you. You turn them down. Um, honestly, I don't have much hope at all. I think it's done. I mean, even like when it first started, I had huge hope for Trump. Okay, but now after seeing all the voter fraud information that they put out, seeing everything that's put out, and they still don't care, and there's no even the Supreme Court won't hear it. I have no faith at all now. Like if you had asked me like a month ago, yeah, I would have had high hopes for Trump to pull it out. Asked me 2 weeks ago, I would have said the same thing. A week ago, probably not. And now I sure as hell don't. There's just nothing he can do. Like nobody will hear his case. The Supreme Court won't hear it. Nobody will hear it, and that's because they know there's massive voter fraud, but they won't overturn the election. Give me 1 minute, guys. Uh, no, I'm not. Yeah, no, yeah. Well, don't worry. Biden won't be in charge for long. That's for sure. It won't be Biden and Harris. It'll be Harris and who she picks as vice president. Yeah, I mean, even the White House doctor came out now. This is bad. The White House doctor came out and said he's worried about Biden's competency to run for president. Like, that's bad. You got your own White House doctor saying that he's worried about you and he don't think that you're fit to run for president. That's bad. And so much has already happened with Joe Biden. Like, he already fractured his ankle or foot, whatever he did, playing with his dog. How did your dog fracture your foot or ankle, whatever you fractured your foot? And then he was saying he don't feel good. He had a cold or whatever he had, and he wasn't feeling good. Okay, first of all, we already know you're not gonna be president for very long. We all know Kamala Harris is gonna trip you or something. Me personally, I think it's gonna be COVID. They're gonna use COVID as a thing to get rid of him. Honestly, when I thought Joe Biden got the vaccine, I thought that was gonna be it right there. I'm not gonna lie. I really thought he was gonna have some kind of allergic reaction to the vaccine, and that was it. But I guess they want to give him a little bit of time in office before they kill him off. I mean, he said he was sick now, so I don't know. He said he had a cough and a sore throat, and he was a little tired. So that seems like coronavirus is what, according to the media, he named three of the biggest things that they having coronavirus symptoms, and he had it. So he probably did have it. I just want to know what they're going to use to get rid of him. Is it going to be coronavirus? Is it going to be his dog? Is he going to trip and fall? Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people that have had allergic reactions to the vaccine. I mean, there's been like 2 in Alaska. Boston's not even doing it no more. They quit doing the vaccines. I believe there's I want to say 15 people that have had allergic reactions to it. But the real question is, how many people have actually got it? Because after that one nurse didn't get it, that makes me question the whole thing. I I heard someone fainted on TV. I didn't hear about anybody dying. I know the first lady in Alaska had a bad allergic reaction to it, and she couldn't breathe. But I thought she lived. I heard she recovered. I haven't heard no one dying of the vaccine, but I'm sure it's happened because they won't tell us what's in the vaccine. But there's a lot of places that are suspending the vaccine now. Like I said, Boston suspended, but after that nurse in El Paso, I just don't see them that ruins your whole integrity right there. If that one nurse didn't get it, I guarantee you the rest of them probably didn't get it either. I'm just saying. I'll definitely have to look into that. I didn't hear nothing about it, which I wouldn't really expect the mainstream media to report that, so I have to do my own research. Like I said in the beginning of the video, it's been 2 days since the Christmas bombing, and I got more information in 1 day doing my own research than the media did in 2 days. So, like I just tell you right there, they don't know anything, okay? They just report to fit their own agenda. And your local news, I'm sure all they're talking about is COVID-19, because that's all mine talks about. They either talk about COVID-19 or the weather. That's all they ever talk about. They don't ever talk about nothing else. Or unless, of course, they want to talk about gun violence. Because last time I checked, I don't see gun owners just running out there. Most time it's gang members or people who have mental issues who don't have their guns registered that are the ones out there committing crimes. I'll definitely look into that one when I get off here. But yeah, media is worthless. They really are. They're not doing anything to help the American people. All they're doing is causing fear and panic. Like I said, y'all can't even get information on a bombing. Like, I understand that the police are not releasing information on the house, okay? Like, I understand that part. But yesterday, y'all had a person of interest. Okay, y'all couldn't get a name, y'all couldn't get anything, okay? I went looking, I got a name of him, I got a possible age, okay? He sold his house to a woman in California for free, $160,000 house for free, to some woman in California that he don't even know. She don't know him. And he had 4 cars, but he has no family and no friends. But that doesn't make any sense. And like I said, the minute a shooting happens, if it's a white person, oh my God, white supremacy, a white man shot up, whatever, okay? They always want to talk about Dylan Roof, okay? What Dylan Roof did was horrible, okay? He went into a church of black people where they willingly let him in, and he killed him, okay? Obviously what he did was wrong, okay? We all know that. But nobody wants to talk about the black people that do anything wrong, okay? And if you bring it up, you're a racist. Like, I just don't understand. What is the difference? Race should not be a factor in this. Okay? I can make anything about race. I mean, they want to talk about Dylan Roof, okay? I could bring up the serial killer in California. The black man who's killed like what, 90 something females, 100 something females, and he's sitting there in jail now, painting portraits of it. Okay, they always want to talk about, oh, police brutality. Okay, well, so tell me, how is it police brutality when he's sitting in jail in a cell by himself, so I don't have to worry about getting attacked, but he's sitting in jail by himself painting portraits all day? How is that police brutality? Did I miss something? Alright, they want to talk about Jasmine Barnes getting killed. Now, if y'all been with me for a while, like I'm talking about before I even had 1,000 subscribers. This is probably back before I had 600, 700 subscribers. Okay, I'm talking like 400 or 500 subscribers, maybe, if that. Anyways, I got a lot of subscribers off of that video, or videos I did. It was a multi-thing of videos. Anyways, Jasmine Barnes was a 7-year-old girl, okay? She was sent with her mother and her sister, I believe. She was shot and killed, and I believe her mother was shot. I believe the sister was okay. Anyways, a red pickup truck drove by, okay? That was the first vehicle that drove by, so they automatically assumed, the media did, that this was the truck that did it. No. I went over it in the beginning. Give me 1 minute and I'll go back over it real quick for you. Let me finish this part and I'll go back over it real quick. But the red pickup truck drove by, alright? They automatically assumed, hey, this is the first vehicle that drove by, so that's gotta be it. White man inside of it. Oh my god, Jasmine Barnes was killed by a white male, a racist white male killed an innocent 7-year-old girl and shot her mother, okay? That went on for a week. Alright, everybody's like, oh my god, I can't believe the police can't catch them, can't do this, the police are horrible, all they do is target black men. Alright. We went through that for a week, okay? But the one day later, okay, after that week, came out, a black man did it, okay? Everybody was quiet, alright? CNN, it took them 23 hours to report. 23 hours. Now, they blasted for a week that racist white man shot and killed a black 7-year-old girl and shot her mother in a drive-by shooting. They blasted that for a week. But you can't report that a black man did it. Like I said, Dylan Roof, what he did was wrong, okay? But you try to talk about a black person doing something wrong, you're racist, okay? Like, but to answer your question about the shooting or the bombing in Nashville, his name possibly is Anthony Warren, 29 years old. He gave his house away for free to a woman in California. Now, I'm not going to put her name out there just because. But anyways, he gave his house, $150,000 house, to a woman in California that she doesn't know who he is. Could be a family member, who knows. But who knows. Anyway, she don't know him. But she got a free house now. $160,000 house now, okay? He had 4 cars in the driveway. But there's no family. He had no aunts, uncles, mother, father, brother, sister, half brother, anything like that. No friends. So he was a loner. He just did nothing all day. The house was given to her 1 month before the bombing. So November 25th, it was given to her. Again, there are 4 cars in the driveway. Now, that's all the new information. Now, me personally, I don't think it was a terrorist attack. He wouldn't have sent a 15-minute message telling people to evacuate. As far as the reports of shots fired go, I still haven't seen any reports of that. Everybody's reporting that, but there's no video of it. Everybody's just getting a video of the RV being blown up. Now, whether there were shots fired or not, I don't know. If there were, then, there were. Either way, the police are responding to that pretty fast. And I think the attack was meant to target police officers and first responders. That's just my personal opinion. Why else would you send a 15-minute message? I mean, and it's not random. Like, I don't think he just woke up one day and said, hey, I'm gonna build this big ass bomb and go in downtown Nashville and just blow up stuff. Some people saying that it's due to the 5G thing. I don't know about that either. Some people are saying it's Dominion voting machines. I don't know if they had that inside AT&T or anywhere around there. All I know is the media is not releasing anything. Like I said, I got more research in one day than they did in 2 days. That's all I'm saying. And like I said plenty of times in this video, the police aren't releasing what they did inside the house, what they found, or anything. Okay, all they said was they're at the house. Okay, you were at the house. You searched it. Okay. Was he there? Did you arrest him? Is he on the run? Did you find bombing materials, guns, knives, weapons? What did you find? What did you find? Is he the person that's dead? Is he the human remains found? Nothing's being released. Okay, and like I said in yesterday's live stream, why is the Democratic mayor laughing if it's like the bombing happened? Okay, there's no denying that the bombing happened. We all know it happened, but why is the Democratic mayor laughing? So, all the people talking about Dominion voting machines, and him laughing leads me to believe more that has something to do with it. But again, I don't have no evidence of that, so I can't go on that. But I just think it's strange that the Democratic mayor is laughing after, several blocks of downtown just got blown away. And again, some of y'all have said, is it a setup to a bigger event, maybe on like New Year's? Is there something bigger that's going to happen there? Who knows what's going to happen, okay? Nobody really knows what's going to happen, alright? It could be something huge that happens on New Year's. And with all the fireworks stuff going on, it could start his gunfighting and go off his big bomb. Who knows? Alright, for all we know, this guy could be dead. For all we know, this guy could be alive. Who knows? Nobody knows who he is. Like I said, this name, who knows, okay? A name doesn't help at all, really, anyways. I'm sure the police know who he is. But, if they don't know where he is, that don't really help. Yeah, they can look up where he lives and all that, but you really think he's going to go back to the house where he lives after he just blew up half of downtown Nashville? No. And like I said before, that bomb he made, I don't think he would make it. Like, that took more than one day to make, I'm sure. And to get the whole PA system set up, that took more than one day. And I personally don't think he's alone. Okay, I personally think there's more people involved than just one person. That's just me personally. Again, I think there's more than one person, though. That's a lot of work for one person. But, could it be a suicide attempt? Who knows? Did he fake his own death? Like I said in our video, in this live stream, I think it's more likely that he faked his own death. Like, why would you go through all that trouble just to kill yourself? Like, you went, build that whole big bomb, went downtown Nashville, evacuated everybody just to blow yourself up. Like, tell me if that makes sense, because it doesn't make sense. You would not go through all that trouble just to blow yourself up. Everybody's talking about, well, he sold his house and everything. That's great. Okay. like, you can sell your house, but, like, I don't mean anything. I honestly think he just faked his death, and there's a bigger event coming. Um, who who has footage of it? The guy who did the bombing, or okay? See, I didn't know that. I thought it was just one big blast. See, I didn't know it was two of them. And in that case, that proves right there that there's more than one person. I don't say there's more than one person, anyways. Like, and I don't think he killed himself. I think he's alive right now, and he's just sitting back watching. And there's gonna be something bigger that's happened if they don't catch him or if he's not dead. Um, like, it just don't add up to me. Um, like, you just don't do all that just to kill yourself. It don't add up. But that's all I really got right now. So I covered the bombing. I covered the mass shooting in Illinois and in Massachusetts. Talk about coronavirus a little bit. Stimulus package going on. Detroit suing Black Lives Matter, which I think is great. Hopefully they can get through with that, and you know, we can only hope the same thing for Portland. Hopefully they get some money. Yeah, I don't believe that the bombing was a suicide either. Um, yeah, there was a mass shooting in Massachusetts. I'll go back over that real quick since you just got in here. It was during a music video filming. One person was dead and five others were wounded. The victim was a 30-year-old, while the others were in their mid-20s. Those who were wounded were all hospitalized. Two are in critical condition as of right now. The shooting happened around 5:35 p.m. in Lynn. I say about 95,000 residents, about 13 miles north of Boston. There's nobody in custody at this time. And like I said, since you just got in here, I'll go over to one in Illinois too. This was in Rockford, Illinois, a city of about 150,000 residents. At a bowling alley, a 37-year-old man who authorities described as a person of interest taken into custody around 7 p.m. There, 3 people died and 3 people are wounded. This is the deadliest year there in 2020 with about 35 murders. Yeah, I don't believe the whole 5G thing either. I just don't believe that. Like, if he wanted to just destroy that, he could have just ran his car into AT&T. Like, I don't believe that either. I mean, everybody's entitled to their opinion, but I just don't believe the whole 5G thing. It don't add up. Um, there's obviously election fraud. Now, whether this is tied to that or not, I don't know. But this isn't just no random attack, okay? Um, this person knew what he was doing. Um, why he chose downtown Nashville, I don't know. I mean, he could have chose anywhere. I mean, he could have went. Yeah, I heard about that too. There's not much information being released on that either. Um, but I just don't. I don't know. The whole 5G thing don't add up to me. I mean, if he just wanted to cause a bunch of destruction, and damage. You could, I mean, he would have went to like New York City, and he would just drove up there and went off in front of the towers or something. I mean, or I mean that's what I mean. Even if he just wanted to cause destruction in Nashville, I mean, or kill a bunch of people, I mean, he went and evacuated people. I mean, he gave people a 15-minute warning to evacuate. So like, it's not that I don't know. I don't know. I mean, there's so much that doesn't add up that it's hard to predict what's going to happen next. I mean, the only person who knows what's going to happen is him. He's the only one who's making these decisions. I mean, that's the only thing. I mean, who knows what he's going to do next? I mean, the media is not telling us anything. If you want information, you got to do it on your own. I mean, don't trust the media, that's for damn sure. Because they won't tell you anything. But, like I said, I talked about the bombing, the two mass shootings, one in Illinois, one in Massachusetts. I talked about the stimulus package a little bit, coronavirus a little bit, and Detroit suing Black Lives Matter. I'm going to go ahead and get off now. With that being said, I probably won't have a video tomorrow. It might be Tuesday, but I'll try and do another live stream Tuesday. So, y'all stay tuned for that. As always, I appreciate you guys' support. You too, man. I appreciate you guys' support. It does mean a lot to me. Whether YouTube likes it or not, I do support you guys a lot. It means a lot. So thank you for all you guys' support. As always, thank y'all for watching, and y'all stay safe out there.